We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What's going on there? Today is Tuesday, the 14th of April, and we are here for another episode of GOGI Talk Sports. Giving you guys an update on the COVID-19 updates, pretty much. Day 34, guys, no sports. We're going to be going over the NHL, what's going on with the NHL and the American Hockey League, as well as the NPB, the Japanese Baseball there, guys. They've had a bit of a setback. You'll see in the bottom there, we got the banner going at the bottom there. That's going to be what we're going to be talking about throughout the show. Looking forward to going over this card there with you guys. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch us live every Tuesday, same time here, guys, 1:45. Myself and DJ Big Boss, he's going to be jumping on again like he usually does, right around 2:15, just after our first race at Will Rogers Down. So thanks for everyone tuning in. Just one sec here. All right, good to go. What's going on, Nick? Thanks for tuning in, my man. Let's get some cash here, buddy. I know you've been crushing the horses. It's all that's really been going on there, guys. Horses and esports. It's been fun there. What's going on, Stu? Thanks for tuning in, my man. Hopefully you're staying safe. I know it's been tough times being indoors here. We're going on to day 34 with no sports. So let's get right into this. So I want to get right into the NHL hockey here, guys. There's an interview with Gary Bettman you guys can see with Mike Tirico. I believe it was NBC Sports, pretty much updating you with what's going on in the league. They had pretty much talked about the conference call Trump had with all the major leagues. That's the NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, and some other MLS, other affiliates. So they talked about that and possible return. It's all going to depend on, as we know, this virus. Trump's pretty much saying how important sports is to the economy. He doesn't know what's going to happen. They really didn't get anywhere. They need more information about what's going to happen with this virus to really be able to tell what's going to happen in the NHL. But they hope to know more by the end of April, they're saying here. But in the meantime, the NHL is practicing all options for if the league does start up. So North Dakota and New Hampshire, we were telling you guys in the last episode, that's going to be the possible locations for the NHL. If those cities, those areas have low cases, it's pretty much contained a lot more than, say, New York or I'm not too sure. I believe New Orleans or Detroit, where it's a lot more, there's more outbreaks. So if there is an NHL return, guys, it's going to be in those areas, but they need more information on what's going to happen with all this. But it's going to be really tough with the restriction bans and flights and whatnot, and just testing of all the players and all your members, your staff. It's a lot to take in there, but hopefully NHL, all sports in that matter, guys, can return. Nick hit 3 exactas yesterday. That's awesome. Congratulations, Nick. New Hampshire, live free or die is their motto. Yeah, they up north there. I got to respect New Hampshire. Pretty much Canadians, New Hampshire, Vermont, respect everyone up there. But yeah, looking at the rest of the NHL here, players are still working out. They're getting training regimens from their team. So players like Matthews, Marner for Toronto, they're still getting workouts from their team trainers and whatnot. Your favorite player, Jack Eichel, Buffalo, Kucherov for Tampa Bay, whatever it may be, they're still working out. Some players are a lot more vocal, a lot more social media friendly. That being Austin Matthews. You see him, guys, on pretty much any social interview platform going on right now. It's pretty crazy. The guy's everywhere, where before he didn't like the media at all in Toronto, where he's down in Phoenix and a lot more comfortable. It's good to see Austin Matthews doing that. There's a lot of other players, guys. I recommend you checking out Sportsnet. They have pretty much all the captains for every league. They'll have pretty much a 4 group session there, 4 of them, and pretty much talk about the league, what they've been doing, what they like, what they don't miss about other players that they play against. So it's pretty cool. I recommend you guys checking that out. They just had a new one there with Patrick Kane, Mark Scheifele, and what's the other guy's name? Matthew Barzal for the New York Islanders. That was a really good one. So I recommend you guys checking that out. But all depends on the jurisdictions throughout the counties of New Hampshire and North Dakota if it's going to go, and if they get there's just so many things that are going to have to come into place here, guys. But fingers crossed that we can have the NHL back at all the sports. Same with the NBA. I know the NBA was looking at Las Vegas or certain places down in some warmer climates to hopefully get this out, like a month of just kind of being in a quarantined area and just getting the playoffs or getting some practice games and then the playoffs. So It's quite the situation, but I do want to bring up one thing here. Subban trivia sucks. Yeah, PK Subban. Funny story. I actually met PK here in Belleville. I was at one of the games here, Belleville Bulls game about 7 years ago, and I was open up the door, and I'm like, oh shit, who's that? PK Subban's right there, and I'm like, is that PK? He's like, hey, what's up, buddy? And I was like, hey, good to see you. I don't forget what I said to him, but he acknowledged me there. He's kind of in a rush, had the suit, but PK Subban, good guy, but he's really changed as the spotlight's gotten to PK. Good guy and all, but his best times are behind him. But anyway, here, guys, looking at the NHL, I do have the playoff standings of what they would be. I want to bring that up for you. Just give me a second here. Share screen action. Boom. Okay, there we are. All right, so you guys can see that all right. Hopefully you can. We do have here, this is the East. Boston's on top, Tampa Bay second, Toronto third, Florida, Montreal, so on and so on. We're going to look at the playoff picture for the 6, 7, and 8 spots. So that's pretty much going to be here, guys. Atlantic, it's Toronto, it's going to be the Panthers, pretty much stand alone, because the top 3 teams in each division, or in each division, are going to automatically get the bid. It's going to be the last 2 spots that get that are going to be dependent on that. So Atlantic, it's just Florida with 78, and we'll go down here to the Metro. You're going to have some more teams in the Metro. So right now, the first 3 in are going to be Washington, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and then it would be, you know what? Looking back up here to Florida, they're not even in with 78 points here, guys. The next 2 best teams after your top 3 in each division would be Carolina and Columbus with 81 apiece. So the Islanders and the Rangers would be on the outlook. So that's interesting right there. I know the fear, but the thing is, you see here, guys, the Islanders only have 68 games played, so they have some games in hand compared to where Columbus has 70. So if I was an Islanders fan, I would definitely want to. You wouldn't want the season to start because you're 1 point out, but the other team, Columbus, has had 2 games on you. So there's some. Let's see what Florida has here. Florida's got 69. So I would really, if I was an Islanders fan, I think the Islanders are the one team that maybe should play a team like Columbus for a spot in there, guys, because Columbus has played 2 extra games. They're point out. Islanders are 1 less game compared to the Rangers here, who have 70. The Devils have 69, but they're only at 68 points, so that doesn't matter. But I think the Islanders do have a shot here. They should have a shot to get into the playoffs. It will be interesting here. As you guys can see, the Carolina, they were starting to play much better hockey, getting healthier. They're very potent. They picked up some players too at the deadline from the Rangers, Trocheck there from Florida. They dumped a lot of the AHL guys as well. So Carolina was moving in the right direction. Flyers as well. You guys see here, Flyers were 9-1. So very interesting. And Boston through 7-3, just a powerhouse team. So that's the East. Let's go over to the West. In the West, you're looking at St. Louis. The West, I think, has always been stronger, just deeper in my opinion for the last 6 years. St. Louis, Colorado, Dallas, looking at 94, 92, and 82 points. So those are your top 3 in the Central. Looking like Winnipeg with 80 points is the next team for the wild card. Keep in mind the Predators and the Wild have 78 and 77, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Top 3 in the Pacific here, guys, is Golden Knights, Oilers, Flames, and we have 78 and 74. So it looked like the Canucks, and the Jets for sure, but it looks like the Canucks and the Predators are tied. What is your best bet? I'll be right on that there, brother. I'm just going over the hockey there really quickly, and I'm going to get to Japanese baseball, and then we're going to get 10 minutes to get over the Will Rogers card. Then we're going to DJ Big Boss, a bunch of other good stuff there. But thanks for tuning in there, Strategy. I appreciate you, my man. But looking at the playoff picture here, Canucks have played 69 games, where Predators have also played 69. So there would also be a playing game, in my opinion, between the Nashville Predators and the Vancouver Canucks to get that last spot, because Jets automatically have 80, so they're going to be okay there, even though they do have 2 extra games in hand. Keep that in mind. But I'm going to have to be a playoff game in Nashville and Vancouver. So that's the playoff picture in the NHL. I'll get right over here now to, let's just take this out. All right, we're back. So we're going to go quickly here, guys. Japanese baseball, state of emergency has been announced there. Main office is closed now. There's just been an uptick in cases. They were hoping to get this season started, guys, April 24th, but that's not happening anymore. Countries in a similar situation as the North America over here, Canada and the U.S., where they're pretty much locking down everything, starting to have revenues, CRA, whatever the NR or whatever it may be in the States. They're having government funding as well in Japan, urging fans and residents to stay home. The emergency declaration is going to be in place here, guys, until at least May the 6th in Japan. 8 of 12 teams, too, are not able to practice right now because they're in the Tokyo area where the impact is huge. There's a couple teams that are able to train right now, so that's going to help when they do start up the season. That's Fukuoka, SoftBank, Hawks. They're able to train right now since last Thursday, and that's in the southwest Japan region. So that does help them right now. They're doing rotating groups, but the SoftBank Hawks are practicing right now, along with the Yomiuri Giants. They're also having practices in small groups at their facility in Kanagawa. So some okay news there. Not the greatest of news, actually. I can't lie. The emergency declaration that was called, but there are some teams that are still practicing in Japan. KBO, Korean baseball here, guys. They are planning on starting up the league. Great news here, guys. We're going to have hopefully some action to be betting on. Preseason games starting up April the 21st, in Korea. And it's very exciting baseball there, guys. Starts up at 4 Eastern time in the morning, 5 in the morning here in North America. But great baseball, guys. They're looking at ESPN. ESPN is going to try and air this as well. So that's something to look forward to there. Korean baseball. Preseason game starting April 21st, and they're hoping to get the season started early May. So that would be something to look forward to. What's going on, Antoine there? Antoine. Sorry, buddy. I'm bad at butchering names. You got the Mavericks there. I appreciate that. Shout out to Dirk and Luca. But Boston Nick liking the 5 and the 10 in this next race. Yeah, we'll get right onto that. But finishing up on the Japanese baseball and Korean baseball, guys. April 21st, you're going to get preseason games. It's looking like, as long as nothing changes in the upticks in cases, and hopefully regular season starting up. So we'll be able to start capping that. I'll have my picks at pickcity.com. You'll be able to get all that good stuff. And something to look forward to there, guys. And ESPN will hopefully air these games so you guys can watch all these games live. Without having to worry about, because that's the worst, guys. When you make a bet and you're not even able to watch the game, it's just like, Jesus, you're really searching for action when you're doing that. So hopefully we're able to get ESPN and get this partnership and we can watch some games. Excuse me. What's going on, K Wolf? Just been tuning in, my man. Rod Z, look at this. We got a good group here. Let's see here, buddy. We are now going to jump into Will Rogers Downs, guys. We're doing the first 2 races at Will Rogers Downs. This first race is going to be a 5 furlong race on dirt, 7.5 K maiden claiming race. I do have the form here I'm going to bring up for you guys as well, so we can cap this together. Let's get right to it here. Share screen. This episode has been sponsored again by pickcity.com, guys. Find all my picks over at pickcity.com. I got dailies, 3-day subscriptions, and monthly right now. Shoot me a message there on Twitter, whatever you want to do there, guys. We'll get you all set up. Coming off pretty, it's like 65 to 1 day on Sunday there with the Exacta. These Exactas, guys, it's where my bread and butter is. So I'll give you guys an Exacta here in the next 2 races. I've already capped them. Let's get right to it here. Throw any questions you guys have here on the card about horse racing in general, because that's all we're going to have for the foreseeable future until hopefully Korean baseball starts up here the 21st of April here, get some preseason action going. And the team you want to be betting, from my knowledge, is the Doosan Bears and the Kia Tigers. Those are 2 stronger teams right now, especially Doosan. What's going on, Hustle Wilson? Thanks for tuning in, my dude. Come on, just trying to bring up the screen here. I should have had this already up. My bad. Great time there, guys, with Jimmy and everyone else. Big Greg Goo, Jay, Dom Ricci, I can't even talk. Gas Station Sushi. Gas Station broke down his knowledge, guys. If you guys have a chance to go back and watch that episode with Jimmy and us, a Gas Station Sushi and us, he just talks about workouts, what he looks for in horses, training stats, you name it. He does it. So I would highly recommend that. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. I'd highly recommend you guys checking that out. But let's get to this race here. We got 2 minutes. It's 2:00. We got 14 minutes till we're going off. Let me get some coffee in me here. I'm a little off my game. Got a little wired going, a little recircuit going in the brain. Anyways, guys, first horse is Oklahoma City. I don't know. Are you throwing any picks there, Rods? Oh, Rod knows. The 1 and the 5. I really like this one horse here, guys. Gets the Lasix. That's what the L is. When you see an L circled and the horse hasn't run at all, it's going to be a first-time Lasix user, and we like those first-time Lasix user. Jimmy the Bag, even Gas Station was saying when you see Lasix, you want it to be its first race. So we have the situation here. A trainer in Padilla who is 23%. You'll see right over here on the year, so that's something good. And also what Gas Station was saying is we have consecutive workouts. So you guys will see here for this Oklahoma City, March 21st, it ran a 39. That's okay, but then it ran the 28th. It also ran, and then the 8th. So it's running consecutively, and those times you'll see at 4 furlongs, 49 and 49. Those are pretty decent times. They're not 5 furlong runs like Gas Station was saying, but we're still able to see 4 furlongs. We're seeing consecutive race. His last 3 workouts have been, in the last week to week. So he's now ready to race. This one horse I think is going to be very dangerous. Carson City, State City, along with Yes It's True. I like that one horse. Moving on to the 2. I don't have the 2 down, but let's break down the 2 a little bit here. It's going to be Paul Smith hitting at 10%. Jockeys hitting at 12. One thing with Oklahoma City, we have Shepard, who doesn't have much races on the year, only 10 on the year. He hasn't hit yet, but has a good chance here. This jockey is hitting at 12% lately. And actually, sorry, I believe that's going to be at Will Rogers, 12%, and then on the year at 5%. This horse here, you see the workouts here, hasn't worked out since March the 1st. Its last run it had was on the 24th of March, and it faded at 5.5. It was a sloppy track. I believe this track here, guys, is not going to be sloppy, so that keep that in mind. If anyone has that insight, I'd throw that in. Yeah, Chris, I really like the one, my man. Hustle Wilson, again, what's going on? K-Wolf. K-Wolf likes the 6 and the 10. Okay, you know what? Let's just jump right over to the 6 and the 10. Any horses you guys like, I'll break it down for you. 6 and the 10. The 6 horse here. I stayed off the 6 horse. 6 horse can win. This is one of the favorites, obviously, here with Trina and Hull. Hasn't had much stats, but Delta Surprise here, guys. The 6 horse. AP Indy sire. That horse is going to be dangerous. Let's see. It's going to be tough here. Reason I kept it off again, I'm really kind of summing up my strategy here with horse racing is I'm looking at the workouts. The workout here hasn't worked out since the 8th. Hasn't raced. Where's the mouse here? Hasn't raced, guys, since the 13th of March. So this horse just hasn't raced in a while. I don't see why it shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be this number. I feel like Gas would agree on this too. Jimmy would agree. I don't like the 6 just because it hasn't ran much lately. Even when it did run fast on the 21st in a $10,000, it was 4th. So favorites took in the old prison pocket. Hole was it ever touched? The old brown eye was it was splashed. So 6 horse, I don't exactly like there, K-Wolf, but I don't want to talk you off of my man, but that's just my opinion. This 5 horse, I do like. This is my second choice, the 5. Shaw again. It's got Kimes on the mound. Kimes has been hitting a lot this year. Not so much this year, but lately, especially yesterday. You see the workouts here. It hasn't worked out, since March the 2nd, but it was a 101, and it was a 5 furlong, which you really like to see. You like to see these 5 furlongs. Anything, 102 and under, I like to see that. Anything 102 and up is, not exactly the greatest in my opinion. So number 5 here, Sean again. It's ran good, sloppy. So its last good race or good track it ran, it was coming on 6th, 4th to 3rd. This horse I think is going to fire as well, guys. My favorite play is the 1-5 exact on it. I think that was Rod's play as well. Yeah, 1-5. Or he's going 6 with the 1 and the 5. So I am keeping the 6 out here. I know a couple of you guys are looking at the 6, but I don't like the 6 at all. 1 and the 5 are what I am looking at here. To win, I like the value on the 1. Let's just see what it's sitting at here. We got 10 minutes till post. Thanks again for everyone tuning in here on Tuesday, COVID-19, day 34 with no sports. Shout out to everyone at Pick City, everyone at 11 Sports, who banging. Appreciate you guys for having me on. And yeah, we got 10 minutes till post. Just signing up here, guys, to my HPI account so I can see exactly. We want to see the turf too. We want to, or the dirt, sorry, if it's sloppy. If it shouldn't be sloppy. It should be, it might be soft. I could see it being soft after the rain. So that's another thing we want to look out for. But let's keep breaking down this race while I bring up the track situation. Moving on to the 7 horse here. I kind of like this 7. I stayed off of though Tiger Treats just because of the workouts here, guys. It's been running better. You can see here March 14th, a 103, onto a 101 on March 21st, and then I waited a little bit, but then just jumped into April 5th workout. So it's going to be going. Its workouts are pretty consistent for the most part, and it's running pretty good numbers. So this 7 horse could be dangerous. The more I think about it, the more I'm scratching my head. I don't have it, but you also want to look at here down below, guys, trainer stats. So first time trainer here, 8%. On dirt, 10%. Maiden claiming 0%. So other than that, other than the maiden claiming number, it's not that bad. 12 to 1. Let's see what we're getting on that horse right now. You got the 1 to place there. I'm going to call you just A right now. A's got the 1 to place. Yeah, let's see. 1 is 6 to 1 as well. Wow. This is an open race. The money can be made in this first race here, guys. Compared to the second race where there's some heavy favorites, this is the one to make $1. So let's keep going. Pro picks on the HBI do have 6-5-1. I'm keeping that 6 out. I do like the 5 and the 1. I'm going to do an exactor box there, guys. Chris, there, are you going to jump on Skywalker's channel, or do you own picks there? Yeah, sure. At some points, I'd love to jump on. During the weekends there, I do have a subscription package there through Pick City where I do give out plays there, and I have subscribers. So I do sometimes shy away from that. But as you guys know, I am on Jimmy the Bag Show as well, so you guys can find me there. But yeah, during the week there, I have no problem jumping on. I'd love to. Tell them to Skywalker there. Shoot me a message, Skywalker, on Twitter there, Ego47, and I'd love to. Keep moving on though here, guys, with the race. Moving to 7, Tiger Treats. I do like this horse. Ooh, it's 5 to 1. It's 5 to 1. Oh, I got a feeling on this. Okay, let's keep going here. So this 8 horse, I didn't mind what I saw before from the 8, 15,000 third. It's used to the fast tracks. It just hasn't won races. It's going down here again to a 7,000. It hasn't showed anything this year. 8th and 5th, 10 back. It's lost to Sean again, who I think is going to be right in there, the 5. So don't like this 8. Moving on to the 9. The 9 is my 3rd pick. WG Warrior. It's going to be Lasix after 2 races, which you don't exactly love, you could say, but this is going to be a 5 furlong race. And the more I think about this, you know what? I'm going to take out this 9. I'm going to take this 9 out. I'm taking the 9 out. I'm putting the 7 in. 7 just makes more sense to me, guys. This has been different. Yeah. It's been different. Yeah, I know. We got here. I got 5, and then it's got 1 mile there for the second race there, Nick. But I'm just going to log into my account here and place a little bet here, guys. We got 5 minutes till post. I'm going to do. Let me finish it off here. I still got the 10 horse, and I don't mind the 10 horse. I'm a star. 12 to 1. $15,000 maiden. It ran on the 17th. It has also had a workout, 2 workouts, so that's a good sign. But the 10 horse, it ran a 105 at the 5 furlong, so you don't exactly love that. This is a 5 furlong race too. You can see it was 12th, 12th, 9th to 5th, so it was coming on, but I don't think it's going to have enough here. Maiden claiming this trainer sitting at 8%, 11% dirt as well, so not bad. The 10 and the 9 are like a 4th selection in my opinion, but I think the 7 should be in the mix for a possible, even a, could win it, who knows, but this Tiger Treats catches my eye. Also the jockey here, guys, Esquilin, whatever that butcher of my last name I just pronounced, is hitting at 29%, so that's not that bad as well. This 7's catching my eye, so let's get a little bit of action here on this 7 as well. Let's see, cancel. I originally had a 159. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass, guys, but I'm taking the 9 out. I'm going to do an exactor box, just a little $2 exactor box on the 7. Oh, that 9 horse. I'm going to keep it off. 7, 5, 1 exactor box. That should pay out right too, guys. That's going to be the $2 exactor box, 157. And you talked me off 10, 5, 7 for me. Yeah, the 10, I don't mind the 10 there, Nick. Very interesting horse. That is, I think, a close to 4th along with the 9. I'm just going to keep that 9 off. I'm going with the 7 horse here, guys. So we are 3 minutes away from first post. I also have a stronger exacta here on the 1-5. So I just, if the 1-5 does come in, it's going to be the lower of the exactors. So I went a little bit bigger on that. I added just a couple more bucks on the 1-5. If the 7 does come in, it should be one of the bigger ones here. I think it was 5-1, 6-1. Let's see what we have. That's the thing, guys. When these lines and the horses, they move, you think you're getting a place in on a horse that's 12-1, then it closes at 7, Nothing you can do other than kind of wait till closer to the last second of the betting the races, because that's, you can't make a bet when the race goes off, right? So, yeah, so let's see. 7 is 5-1. The 5 is 9-2. So they're all pretty well right in there. You know what? I'm going to leave it. But I kind of want to put a little bit on a horse to win here, because these are good odds you're getting on the 1-5 and the 7. It's either the 1 or the 5. I'm going to do the 5, even though the 1 scares me. I hope the 1 wins for you. You know what? Oh, man. No, I'm just going to stick with the 1-5 exacta box, because I really don't know who's going to win between those 2 horses. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We got 17 heads there. Right on. Appreciate y'all tuning in. All the other platforms as well. Thanks for listening in there, guys. We went over the NHL and the NPB. That's Japanese Baseball, National Hockey League. Just letting you guys know that Japanese Baseball is not starting up, and the National Hockey League is in the same boat. But Korean baseball will be starting up here, guys, in the next week, preseason. And then hopefully regular season action beginning in May. So that's something to look forward to. We can get those bets in. What's going on, Eugene? Going on Tiger Treats. Yeah, that 7 horse. That's kind of the one I want to. I kept that. I know I just said the 1-5, but it's a tough call here. It's a tough call. But something's telling me the 5, so I'm gonna do a little bit on the 5 to win as well. Sometimes you don't want to do this, guys. You're going to cut yourself too short, but I'm going to do a little bit on the 5 to win. I think the 5 is going to win. All right, we are 1 minute till post. Win bets there. Yeah, there you go, Chris. Going with the 5, buddy. We got great odds here, too. If we're keeping the 6 out, if this 6 doesn't screw us, that's the big thing. I know a couple of you guys have the 6 and the 10. Even the 9, the one I kept out. Let's just scroll back down to the 9 here and the 10. So the 9 and the 10, 4-year-old, 3-year-old, the 9, I just don't think It is going down. It is dropping down here to a 7.5 maiden claimer, which is going to help. It's going to hold the lead. There shouldn't be any mud. Let's see, what is the track? What is the track condition? What do we got here? We have a. Anyone see what the track condition is there? I'd love to. I can't find it right now on my. But it looks like it's just soft. Like, you're right, guys. It doesn't look like it's raining at all. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, 6 horses. Jesus Christ, that's 6 horses. I do this a lot, guys. I bounce back and forth, but I'm going to trust my capping. I'm going to keep it out. You could say, do an exactor, favorite to your 6, 5, 1 in the 7. And don't double up on the 1, 5. Fast. Yeah, that 9 horse is going to be fast. No, I'm going to keep it. Trust the capping. All right, 6. Don't screw me now. Don't screw us now. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We have going to bring on DJ Big Boss here. Hopefully he's eventually will be tuning in, and we can get a little CSGO action, a little esports. What's going on in the esports nation? A lot of money to be made there, along with ping pong. I know people have been making money on ping pong. So loading in here, guys. We're loading in. Looking like just the 3. Doing a little twirl. Still got a couple more to load in, but looking forward to this race. So just 157. Yeah, I did 157 and I did 5 to win. 157, 5 to win. And I went a little heavier on a 1-5 exactor box, which is maybe a little greedy. I shouldn't have done that. I should maybe do a 6-5, 6-1, 6-7, but I'm not. What's going on, Trevor? What's going on, my man? Shout out to Trevor Loudon out of Toronto there. Stay safe in Toronto, my dude. I know the enforcing laws right now, or if you're at any parks or anything like that, you're getting fined. The tickets are coming out, so stay indoors, guys. Stay indoors. I think we have about 20, 25 cases in my area, so it's definitely it's here. Any live? What's going on, Lakash me? Any live? I don't know what you mean by that, but Rod's saying the 9's freaking out. Good. I took that 9 off. Yeah, I can't leave the goddamn apartment. That's crazy, dude. I can only imagine, because especially everyone's ordering food, and these food people are probably just getting slammed. But anyway, we're on to this race 1 here, Cherokee Downs. Shout out to Cherokee Nation, as our guy Jimmy the Bag would say. But yeah, happy to be gambling. That's the truth. Just love something. If we didn't have horses, I'd probably be losing a lot of money on who knows what. So let's do it here. I got DJ Big Boss here. Let's see if I can bring in DJ.
B-Zam. Wait. I got to put my shades on.
What's up? I didn't even bring that up. But there you go. Yeah, there's DJ.
What's up, GOGI? How's it going, man? Did I miss the first race? I know I did, huh?
No, you didn't, man. They had him in there, but they're taking him out. I think the 9 horse was acting up.
Oh, so the first race haven't went off?
No, I think the 9 horse is just shitting or something, letting out some bad gas, and they all ran.
Whoa. Man, I hopped on the races yesterday for a little while. I guess I was at I forgot the park I was at. Started with an F.
Fawner.
Yeah, I was at Fawner yesterday. Man, this is like the 3rd time that I'm involved in the exactor that's a winner that gets taken down for disqualification, man.
Was
messed up my days.
Oh, wait, sorry.
It was the 7 got kicked out. I forgot what race it was, but the 7 got kicked out. I had it all lined up and messed me all up, man.
Messed him up. The 3's been scratched here. Okie Buck was the one that's given some problems there. And the 6 looks like it's not having a good time here. He's looking like he's a little he's not comfortable, DJ.
What?
We're fading the 6. The 6 the favorite too. I got the 1-5 and the 7. Whew, if that comes in, man, we're gonna have we'll have a good score. All right, yeah. Hustle Wilson, 3 horses scratched. Yep, 3 horses now scratched, so that will change the odds a bit. How's the CSGO been going though, DJ? You've been cashing those tickets, eh?
Yeah. cashed another ticket yesterday, man. But it was actually it was balancing out just like it does in any other sports that we cap. I went on like a 2-game losing thing, but I brought it back yesterday. I'm up to 9-5, and I got to play. I got like a long shot play working today. It's plus 194, I believe. Plus 194 for this team, Mad Lions. Now, Mad Lions is actually undefeated in their last 5 battles, and they won them all 2-0. I mean 6. I'm sorry, 6 battles. So they're 12-0 in matches, but they're 6-0. They're 6-0 in versus other teams. But in those, they beat all those teams out of a 3-game series. They beat them in 2 games. So they're 12-0 out of the last 6 right here, and they're playing this MILB team, and this is a pretty good team. One is ranked 13, the other one is ranked. Let me see here. Mad Lions ranked 13, MIBR is ranked 17. But this is a good matchup right here. I was really leaning into going into taking the over in the match. That it go 3 rounds.
It's going to be a tough game kind of thing.
Yeah, but that hasn't been working for me when it's tough opponents versus each other. That's how I lost 3 of those ones that I lost, is because I was taking teams that were I thought it would be a good battle because both teams were good. So I figured they were both good for winning 1 round. Mm-hmm. And it seems like in higher competition, and it makes sense, right? So if I beat you the first round, I'm going to do my best to beat you the next round, so I don't even have to go through all that. And that happened. I mean, it was like sometime last week, it was like championship week, man. It was like a whole bunch of games, tournaments was ending, and I kept trying to take the over, and I was missing with that one. So here I am, and now on the analytics right here, though, they have Mad Lions as 27% to win versus MIBR, which is very contradicting to the line, because the line for Mad Lions is minus 160.
Wow. I got to just stop you just one sec, DJ. They're just landing in here for the first race at Cherokee Downs here. Looks like we're just the 3 was scratched. Oh, wait. They got the 3 back in? They got the 3 back in, Rod. I see odds of 11-1 on the 3 now. I don't know what's going on here. If Cherokee's you drunk or what, but the 4 is the last one to load in here, guys. First race, we got a 157 exacta with a 5 to win. Let's get the day started off nice. Here we go, guys. Best of luck.
And you over at Cherokee, or you at where you at today?
We at Cherokee, man. It's the only thing going.
Oh, okay.
That's all we got. But yeah, Fauner's starting up at 5 o'clock Eastern, so 2 Eastern your time.
Yeah, this is Will Rogers Downs. Yeah, throwing me off. Cherokee is the actual park, right?
Yeah, sorry, Cherokee's the park. Yeah, this is Will Rogers Downs. Yeah,
it's like on the Indian. It's on like an Indian casino, right?
Yeah. Oh, the 7's slowing down. Okay, the 1's getting off to a nice start. The 1's getting off to a great start. The 2 is also right up in there as well. The 9 is looming dangerously right there. The 5 is also creeping right behind. Guys, having a nice ground-saving trip, as we like to say. The 6 horse is moving up as well, but the 1 is in the lead. The 1 is ahead, but they're right behind them. Our 5 horse though needs to catch up. Our 7, where's our 7? Our 7's gonna have to come from behind, but the 1 is leading next race. If you guys have the 1, it's looking good. The 1 is in first right now. Come on, 5, get around the turn. The 6 though is looming large. Come on, 5, get around the turn. Come on, 5. Oh, the 6 is getting right up in there too. Oh, it's getting, but is the 1 going to hold on? The 6 is catching right up though. The 6 is going to catch up to the 1 here. The 6 and the 1, and the 2 is on the outside as well. 6, 2. Oh, 6, 2, I think. 6, 2, 10. Wow, not even close. Damn. Yeah, that happens, guys. The 6, 6, they get the best of us there. 6, 2. 6-2. What the hell was the 2, DJ? What the fuck?
The 2. Sorry. It's good numbers on that 2.
Yeah, that 2 was wow. Really?
I see we got a packed house in the chat right here, man. We got our guy Fat Fist over here.
Yeah,
Christopher's in the building. Antonio 81's in here.
Yeah, the
Rodzi, Trevor. Wow.
Yeah, man. Dave Devy, the Ramirez, the 6-1. K Wolf, the 6 did win. The 6 won that race. It looks like the 2 horse at 18-1 held the rail. That should have been our 5. Oh, that 5 is disappointing. The 5 did what I thought the 6 would. But 6, and then it looks like the 10 horse here. Yeah, the 10 on rate coming up as well. Was it a 6? Oh, this is close. But yeah, it's 2. Yeah, 6, 2, 10. And the 10 was 7-1. So there you are, 7-5 hits. Yeah, DJ Big Boss joins right after Trevor does. Exactly. Yes. But yeah, the 6. Oh, DJ.
That's all right. We still got race 2. I'm in it to win it for race 2, man. We're gonna have to go through one of my small breakdowns and put your breakdowns together and see what we come up with on this next race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah. If they was listening to my esports play, you could check my Twitter. It doesn't go off to 1 p.m. my time, so you got plenty of time to take a chance on that long shot. But
are you gonna do the over too, though, or are you gonna take the over, DJ?
Well, those don't coincide because I'm taking them to beat them in 2 rounds, and then the over would mean that they would lose 1. So I'm taking them plus 194 to beat them in 2, and you know they've been beating all the teams. It's like betting on the Patriots right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been beating all the teams, covering spreads and everything. So I'm gonna roll with them right there. It's at a nice price. Can't leave that alone. So I'm gonna take that. But I don't know. Some people can go in there. You can still get a MIBR in the first round plus 110, saying that hey, they're gonna catch their first loss. But I was watching the Mad Lion team who actually went down a little bit in the first round against somebody, and that's what I look for, the elasticity. Like if they get knocked down, how do they get back up and get it back going?
Yeah.
They were down like 4-zip. You know, I turned around, they were up like 5-4. So, you know, the Mad Lion team is on the roll, man.
They're like a horse that can come around the turn and just fucking catch right up.
Yeah, exactly. So let's look at the next race, man. So my sources over here, and you know, I'm gonna let everybody know. You know, what would I call myself? I guess I would call myself an avid horse race bettor, but I must say that you know I grew up on this, going to the track with my dad and all that. So sometimes it just comes second nature. I'll pull a rabbit out of a hat real quick with horse racing. But that's the kind of sport it is, though. That's the kind of sport it is. Like we could do all the capping and study, and the old lady next lady from the church can go up there and play her number 6-2, and she could have won the last race big time.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like the 2 horse. You look at the 2, like it lost to the 5 last time. It hadn't worked out in over like a month and a bit. It just hadn't showed nothing, and then it comes second place. I'm like, exactly. Grandma's right.
Yeah. So I got like this little app, right? I will reveal my sources, but I got this little app, and they allow you a couple looks, kind of like a program you would have if you actually went to the park. So, nice. You know, it gives a listing of who they like. You know, top picks in this next race. They have the 1, 2, 4. Top speed they have 6, 8, 10. Top class they have 1, 10, 6, and top pace they have 8, 4, 6. So I look at those things right there, who they're liking in the race, and then that's when the numbers begin, right? So I started looking at the numbers and seeing, you know, where do I want to be in this race? Do I, you know, do I really believe in the favorite that they're putting out there? I mean, they have the one shows up in class and also as a top pick, so. You know, I don't know what the track is looking like today, if it's fast or what type of track we dealing with. I like it when it's sloppy and all that good stuff. But
yeah, like if you also hear people's breakdowns and they're like, okay, it's going to be a slow pace or something, you can go, okay, what horse is going to come from behind, or is the pace going to hold? And okay, the 6 and the 8
right.
I want to look at. So that's great that it breaks down. It kind of summarizes what horses are good at what, or what they're about. So
right.
Very, very useful.
So I see the one that they have, a one is morning line was 2, so that's a right on bay. That's kind of a solid of a horse right there. And then you know, from here, once I start figuring out my spots from there, then I go research that actual horse, look at the trainer, look at the owner, stuff like that. If it's if it's one of those names that I could pick up a bloodline just from the name, I tuck that in my back pocket. But
man, that's clutch too. You see a 20-1 with like AP Indy and like Warfront or something, like horses then
right.
It's like, ooh, a good jockey came off a layoff, class drop. It's worth a win place show, in my opinion.
And then I also watched the track and what the track is doing. So let's say last race, what did that horse pay over there?
You know what? It was 7-5, but also the inside. We saw that 2-horse come along in the inside, so the rail could also be hot. That's another thing.
Yeah.
They talk about if you cut the rails hot or if it's the outside, and it looked like the horses on the rail really came on, even though the 10 did as well. But that 2-horse at 12-1 or 18-1 ran up the rail.
So with that being said, though, we got to throw the 1 in the next race in the mix. He's on the rail. He's one of the favorites.
Yeah,
and I think that we gotta write that one down. Let's add the 1 in the mix for sure. The
1's on my card here, right on by. I think it's a 1-2 exact. It's going to be a chalky exacta box, but I think it's going to be like a 1-2 kind of situation here.
I think
the 6.
I think the park kind of got away with the last race and with the chalk. So I don't know if they're going to run 2 chalks back to back or they're going to let the people win a little bit.
You know what? If anything, I didn't think the 6. Like I thought the chalk was going to lose that last race because I think chalk is going to win this one. Like I don't. The 3-horse here side pocket bet, and that's like the only other horse. But I think it's a good jockey here, but I don't think this horse is capable of showing much.
Now the 4 in this race, he had a good last showing.
That's the 4. Who's the 4 here? Computer's so damn slow here. Fuck. Diamond Legacy, eh? Yeah, it was a $26,000 allowance, and it's now in a 5K claimer. But it hasn't really shown much at the 5 there to close it. When it was a closing style race, it got its arse kicked. Even the speed, this is a mile, so it's going farther. Farther. Yeah, it's interesting, DJ.
So then my next process of elimination is who we're gonna kick out the race.
Exactly.
We definitely got to kick the 9 out, 30-1.
Oh yeah, nine's gone. I'm gonna kick the 5 out too, even though it's
scratched.
Oh, the 5's scratched.
I'm showing a scratch on the 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Scratch on the 5 and the 3.
And what the? So then there's only 8 horses in this race.
Yep. Okay. So they got the 10 coming kind of strong here too.
The 10, yeah, it was bet down. Let me take a look at this 10 again.
But the one looks like he might run away with this one though.
I think this is a 1-2 exacta box. Like this is, I just have a couple more races to cap, but it's probably my favorite exacta. It's chalky, but exacta box.
I think if I'm gonna take the chalky 1, I'm gonna put it by itself, and I'm gonna add like two more good horses with it. Maybe one from the inside, one from the outside. Nothing too chalky though, but I'm gonna have to eliminate the 10 out the mix.
Yeah, so I'm just getting to the 10 here. Okay, this horse, yeah, it's coming off 2 sloppy races, and now it's going on the faster track. Mitchell Ralph's the trainer is not too bad. It hasn't had a workout in a while. It kind of defeated the purpose last time. It's been closing okay. 10's interesting. The 10's interesting, DJ.
Had a big morning line that looked like it's been bet down a little bit, right?
Yeah, it has. $5,000 claiming races, and it's been there. It's 27-1 and a 15-1, so it's kind of been doing better than what people have thought. Yeah, I want to see. I have this 6 down as well here, guys. I do. The 4. Next to saying here, the 4 been running 6 furlong races. This is an 8 for. Yeah, I'm going to kick the 4 out. I don't think the 4 is going to be in this.
But the 10 has been at this race. Looks like
the 10 catches
in March. but he hasn't finished high on the blocks nowhere. He's been on the inside. Well, this is the first time he's on the outside though. The furthest he's been over was the 6.
His post, he's way outside on the post. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't leave him out because he got room to breathe.
Yeah.
So he could be trouble down the stretch.
What about this 6 horse, DJ? What do you think? Because I got the 6 horse written down here. It's going to be a closing. This horse is interesting because if you look at what it did last year, it was in $43,000 allowance races. It didn't necessarily show too much. $40,000 stakes. It came on for third. It's I don't know, the 6 horse kind of interests me here. It's lost
6
31st. Yeah, the 6 and the 10. The 6 and the 10 are interesting.
1-6-10.
Well, 1-2. I think like 1-2 is going to be my exacta box. I'm just trying to think if there's a horse that can screw that up. You're making a good case for the 10. You're making a good case for the 10, DJ.
Yeah, the 10 could be dangerous, especially with the drop. It looks like he opened up at 15. He's down to 5. Yeah, but I don't see him doing nothing more than place though. I can't see him taking a win.
No, and he only runs 1 mile. Like this horse has run 1 mile his whole last 12 races, 20 races. So this is. I
think I'm gonna just go light right here. I'm gonna isolate the 1 by itself, and I'm gonna drop a couple with him because I think the 1 goes wire to wire.
So like a 1 win and a 110 kind of thing.
Like an exactor, 1 with the 10-6-2 or something like that.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's a little cheaper that way than doing the box.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, I thought you were gonna do a win on the 1 too.
No, that ain't worth it unless I have $1,000.
Unless you're really dropping a bill.
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about the 2 though.
I don't know about the 2, eh?
You like the 2?
Yeah, I like the 2 quite a bit.
Oh, the 2 has finished first on this track before.
Yeah, he went wire to wire last race.
And he's on the inside, and the inside is hot. Maybe we need to jump off the 1 and come to the 2.
That's what I mean. I think it's just a 1-2 is going to just run the rail, run right by all these horses, and they're just going for third, fourth. I think it's just a 1-2.
I think the 1.
That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna do a 1-2 exacta. That's gonna be my main look.
With all these scratches though, that opens up the board for something big.
Yeah, it does. I hear you.
Let me see if it's a top speed horse with the highest odds. Yeah, see, the 10 is considered one of the speed horses, and the 8 is live too.
Yeah, the 8. What was that? Rod.
Look like the 8's going to be a pace horse too.
Rod likes the 2, 4, and the 8. So that's interesting here. Let's see the 4 doesn't run this. When it did run a mile, it didn't like it at 5,000 last year. That was last year though. It's a 6-year-old. Cunningham, I do like that jockey. It doesn't
got the post.
They were delayed last race there, DJ. So yeah, we got
9 minutes.
We got some time.
I think
I'm taking the 4 out.
The 4 out?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna like. Recently, a couple times it didn't do bad at the mile, but for the most part, in its last 4 or 5 races, it's faded after 5 furlongs. This year it was in 9th, and it came on from 9th to 7th, then to 7th. It hasn't worked out since then. I just don't think it holds up. That's all I got to say there, really. That's all I got to say there. For the 6 was another look I had. Geez, we're really capping the hell out of this card, eh? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. 8 and the 4. Nick says. Then they're going to drop off. I agree. See this 8, though. Whenever Rod's saying something, we got to take another look at it there. Oh, that jockey's dangerous.
Okay, I got a dangerous exact I want to put out here.
Oh,
it's going to be the 1-2 with the 1-2-8-10.
So you're going first, second, and then you're adding the third to make it even bigger.
I'm doing the exacta. 1 and 2 in the first spot with 1-2-8-10 in the second spot.
Oh, okay.
For $2, it'll cost me $12.
It ain't bad at all. 1-2 on top. I like that.
I'm gonna just roll. It's my first race of the day. I'm gonna roll like that.
Yeah, I feel you. This is a closing race, I think. But will they be able to? Because is there going to be pace? Is there not going to be pace there? What's going on, Griffin? Gas? Good question. He's probably got some family things going on right now. He usually jumps on Saturdays there, Griffin. We are always on Tuesdays here at Who Bangin' and 11 Sports platforms. And For the Fans. Can't forget For the Fans.
Yes, sir.
Nick's saying I can get 4 horses and it only costs $12.
But that's for $1. I'm getting this exactor for $2.
Yeah, because he's only having the 1 and the 2 on top. So, and then you can be like, what was it, 1, 2, 9, 10, or 1, 2,
8, 10.
1, 2, 8, 10 coming second. So
yeah,
you're saving yourself a little money. You're able to make a little bit more too. Yeah.
Yeah, from going, see, I was going to the track since I was a little kid. So some days my dad had a lot of money and he did a lot of money bets. And then some days he had a little money, he did little money bets. This here is kind of like a little money bet from the way my father taught me. He's like, you got to crawl before you walk. When you come in the track, you got to find your spot. So, you got to start with something nice and slow.
I would have loved to see that young boss and his dad at the track watching the horses.
Oh man, my dad's been to Vegas with us with Big Ragu and Avery and all that.
Really? Oh my God.
we kept that Dubai race last year, the one that Gronkowski horse won.
Oh, yeah, that horse cost me money.
We almost hit that. As a matter of fact, I called it, and then after me, Ragu, my dad, we started breaking it down more. We was putting too much sauce on it, and we moved further away from the winner. And we off top, I said, why is Gronkowski horse being shipped all the way to Dubai for this race? They wouldn't spend all that money to do that if they didn't think he had a good chance at winning the race. And that's why I thought he should have been in there. And then we started looking at who was the best horse in the race. And that took us away from the winner, man. That thing paid a lot, too.
I hear you, man. I remember that. When that horse also came over to the Kentucky Derby, it had an awful start in the Kentucky Derby.
Exactly.
And then it came all the way in for second, and it cost me like a huge exactor. I remember that.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And
we didn't even know Gronkowski had a horse.
Man, he's got the will of Gronk, that's for sure. This 10 horse though, DJ, I can't leave him out.
Can't leave the 10 out.
No.
I mean, he went from morning line 15 down to 5. What is he at right now?
He's 7-2 now.
Okay. Yeah, he's moving around. That's the spot you want to find. You want to find the volatility. Bottom line.
Because you look at what this horse is doing, like it's moving in the right direction. Like it's going to come from behind too, which it's going to have the pace, in my opinion. Mendea is not a bad jockey. Let's see what this horse.
They're all over this 6 too, man.
The 6.
She should be looked at, given the really strong speed numbers, a decent choice based on 65 average speed. Figuring out this distance, the number 6 checkerboard. This is on I'm on NYRA bets.
Yeah.
They give you a little insight on there. And if you put in bet 20, free $20.
Well,
So
there
I
you
started
go.
my account. I ain't put no money in it since, and I got $80.
HBI, get us something like that.
They don't give y'all that kind of stuff?
I can't bet with NRA. I only got like a couple up here. Like there's not many, but they don't have as many promotions like that. Like it's not that
yeah, it was just a wild one on the app when I was watching the races last week. And I said, man, let me try it. My son tried it and got the $20. He was like, of course he lost it. But I was like, I was thinking of, because I was using Bet America, and Bet America, they won't let you get Golf Screen. They won't let you get a couple of them. So I was interested in moving to something different. I said, let me give it a try. And sure enough, first bet on there, I hit the exactor for like $80 or something. So I was like, cool.
I had a B, boss.
Yeah.
All right. I might change it up here again.
Oh, you gonna switch it up again?
I don't know, guys.
That's the worst part about going to the races. When you go to the races, do you know how many tickets I'll end up with on one race? Just because it's so convenient to be like, oh, let me turn around, let me get another 257. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
next thing you know, you got like 4 tickets. Like, I'm $30 into this race and it's chalk. What am I doing?
I know. Yeah, I think he's on 247 there. 247. We got 2 men still post here, guys. I'm gonna trust myself again. Could bite me in the ass, but let's do it. I'm going 1-2 exactor box. I'm not done though. I'm gonna add one more. And add something else. 1-2 exactor box. Let's go.
Are you just gonna keep it lightweight? Just a little 1-2 exactor box?
But I'm gonna go 1-2 to come first, and then to the
1-2 again. They'll give you a box. Add you another horse in there. Give yourself a little extra.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna do 1-2, and then I'm gonna do to the 6 and the 8, right?
I'm doing 1-2 and then 1-2 8-10.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do exactly that because I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna add the 6 and the 10 to come second.
Yeah, 6 and 10 instead of the 8 and 10.
Yeah.
That's a nice look. I should have took the 6 too, but I'm hoping for a big score right here. Trying to start the day with a I did all my work from home work.
Exactly. Yeah, so I did a 1-2 and then I did a 1-2 6-10, just $2, cost $12. So
bam, easy money. Let's do it. Easy money.
And then I went bigger on the 1-2 just because I'm stupid.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, just kidding. All right, guys. We got no more time. I think we're loading in here.
Yeah.
No, not yet. It says 0 minutes. They're pulling a golf stream.
Yeah, I'm right here at Cherokee. I was watching the weights on the horse when they weigh in. Some of those horses that were like plus 3 or 4 pounds over weighing in, they didn't have a chance.
No, that's a good point. Sometimes when they're up in their weight, see how they're performing. That happened throughout this card. This next race, guys, at Will Rogers, the third race is the race of the day. It's a 25K allowance. I like the 3, 7, and the 6. 7's the favorite, but I think the 3 Valentine guy can win this race.
So we could do a daily double, 1-2 with the 3-7-6.
That's an idea. That's an idea. I didn't think that far ahead though.
You gotta always key in to the big race of the day. You gotta key it up. We should have had a pick 3.
Well, the first race I would have. I didn't have the 6, but
oh yeah. Well,
so we still got a chance. We could have. Too late now, but we could have done a daily double, even a pick 3 of the second, third, and the 4th race. But that's okay, guys. Let's hit this second race. Let's get on the board. Loading in. Thanks again for everyone tuning in here. I'm probably going to do a couple minutes after this, boss, then I got to jump off. I got some shit I got to attend to here. I still got to go to work, unfortunately. So,
man, stay safe, buddy.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
I know it's only for a couple hours, but
Well,
sucks too, man.
It's been nice. We've been getting more and more people to join us, man. We gotta give much props to all the people in the chat for hanging out, man.
They're off. Here we go. All right. Looks like the 8 and the 9 are off to a nice start here. Our 1 and the 2 are on the rail. The 2's in a better spot than the 1 right now. The 2's moving up. The 1 is holding ground. It's a mile race here, guys. Looks like the 9 is also up front here. They're all within, 2-3 horse range distance. It's right. They're all bunched in. The 10's at the back here. I like where the 10 is. The 10's going to come on late. But right now it looks like a 9. What was it? A 9, 8, 9 in the front. 19 to 1 and a 49.
Get
2 to 1
out of there.
The 2 to 1's on the rail. The 2's on a good spot here. The 2 and the 1's right behind it. The 2 just needs to get its arse in gear. And we need 1, 2 at least on top here. All right, 2. 2's looking good. 2 is, come on, 2's making a move. There's a 4 on the outside, though. That 4 horse, I need it to slow down. We expect the 4 to die out here. The 2 is moving up, and there's another. The 8 is sticking with it. I know Rod had 2, 4, 8, so that'd be interesting. The 1 horse is looming in behind as well. Oh man, this is a tight race right here, guys. This is the camera's going everywhere. The 4 though is moving up with the 2.
Get that 9. That 9's out of there.
The 9's out. The 2's up there. The 1's trying to make a move on the inside as well. We need that 4 to die. Come on, 1. Get up, 1. Get up, 1. The 1's trying to get up. Get up, 1. Get up, 1. Get up, 1. Come on, 1. Oh, this is tight. There's a horse in the middle. What is that? Oh, no, that's the 6. Oh, what is that? It is the 6. 2, 6.
Damn it.
2, 6. All right. We got it. We're on the board.
That's you.
We're on the board.
Damn. I took the 8 instead of the 6.
Thank God, man. The 6 was one of my original looks, so thank God I didn't take it out. All right, we got something there, guys. We got something there. 2, 6, Rod. Great call. 2, 6 comes through. Damn, I shouldn't have had that damn 10.
That 10 didn't do nothing, huh?
Yeah, 10 didn't do much. What was that? 3 to 1, and okay, that won't pay bad. That won't pay bad. Only thing is, though, I went heavier. I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I went heavier on the 1, 2, but we still made money, guys. 2, 6 does come through.
The 6 was that went off at what, like 9 or something?
The 6 went off 7 to 2, so money came late on the 7 on the 6. But man, it was making a late move. It almost caught up to that too. Let's see what
that was a good call on the 2 though, Gogi.
Thanks, brother. So a $2 exactor is going to pay $30, so 15 to 1. It looks like
not bad. So you win $6. Looks like Gogi didn't got stalled out, but it's all good. I could take the wheel. Pass me the wheel. Let's do the deal. But yeah, that was a good one, Gogi. So Gogi cashes on that one. Boston Nick says 2 is 1 back to back. Who else cashed on that? Christopher, he cashed on the 2 to win, and he cashed on the 2-6 exacta box. So that's nice work right there, man. Good work. Rod Z 2-6. Okay, I like it. I like what y'all doing out there. We got it going on, man. That's where we want to be. You back, Gogi?
I'm back. I'm gonna hit the road though, guys, before the internet connection dies out again. If you want to stay at Boston, by all means, or can you end it, or do I have to end it here?
No, I can end it too, but I'm a dash out too, man. Let's see if we can put something on the board real quick for race 3.
Yeah, okay. So race 3 here, guys. I do like the 3, 7, and the 6. The 7 is one of the bigger favorites here. Man, we should have. You're right. I should have put a daily double to that. What an idiot. Anyway, that's very true what Boss said there, guys. If there's a big race and you like, and you especially like the race before, the race after it, key that race. So anyways, this race, I do like the 3 and the 3, 7, 6.
3, 7, 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3, 7, 4. 3, 7, 4,
eh? Ooh, I like this 3 though. I think this 3 horses. It was a 15-1 morning line, and this is the workouts you want to see. March 10th, 102 had a race, wasn't that bad at 25K, and then it came on a workout a week ago, and it ran a minute at 5 furlongs, which was the Bullet. So this horse is doing everything right. It's got a good trainer, a good jockey. There's 3 horses, like a win place even show. If it's 10-1 or 12-1 or more, I do a win place show.
374. I'm on it. Well, that's it for today, man. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here too, man. That's somebody in the chat got 376. Yeah, that 6 is dangerous. I looked past the 6 and put the 4, so I'm gonna go 374 in this one, and we're gonna rock out like that, man. What up, GOGI? You still there?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna head out of here before I break out anymore there, guys. Thanks again for everyone tuning in there. DJ Big Boss, everyone in the chat, all our platforms there, Pick City. You guys are great. Appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you guys again Tuesday. We'll update you on what's going on again, the NHL. Hopefully, Korean baseball is starting up, so we can have some bets here, Big Boss, on Korean baseball. That'll be something to look forward to. So.
Oh, there we go. Getting back going. That's the nice one right there. Mississippi Kid got 6,473 exacta box. Let's go.
Gotta love it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Mississippi Kid, Chris, everyone else, everyone I can't even, Eugene, Nick, Rod, Bruno, everyone here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys again Tuesday, same time. Cheers.
Cheers.